Hey guys, it's your girl Bobby Man coming at you from my mother effing bathroom. Oh, I can't say curse words because I don't know. Somebody might flag my video and then get it taken down and then have me banned from making any content for a effing week, whether it's age restricted or not, just because I'm not wearing like a full snowsuit. That apparently means that anyone could take down my video. So I am no longer going to make any video content like I did before. If you want to look at that content, you can go over to my OnlyFans and purchase those videos, because none of those videos, even the ones that are YouTube related, well, yeah, my old ones like Victoria's Secret panty shows, they will not be on my YouTube channel. They will be on my OnlyFans, and you will have to pay for them. So no more free content except for lame videos like this. So with that being said, oh gosh, look at me now, guys. I'm wearing my cool TLC shirt that I got from Shein. TLC, fun fact, was my very first album CD that I got when I was, I believe, and I was in 5th grade, so I was 11 years old, and my grandma got it for me. So it was my very first CD. I used to have cassette tapes because, you know, I'm so old. I'm about to be 40 in March. Doesn't look like it, but yeah, I got good genes. So anyway, this video is just gonna be about me cleaning my bathroom right here, and it's not that dirty really. The sink's probably the grossest because it's like an old sink and it's like rough, like on the, like for the, you know, where it drains and shit. Oh no, I said shit. So it's not really that dirty around here. It's just that and toothpaste that doesn't get rinsed down the sink correctly, because yeah, that's about it. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. So that being said, I'm going to take all the cool things I have off of here. I recommend getting this moisturizer if you have dry skin like I do in the winter. It is unscented, it works great, it dries quick, and it doesn't leave any sticky residues, but it's beyond amazing. I will always use this. I actually use this for my facial moisturizer as well. So hand in hand, it all works well. Besides that, I got my cool mouthwash, you know, to help prevent stuff, even though I was reading up on mouthwashes and actually it doesn't do anything good for your teeth. Actually like makes them worse. So I don't know how much I trust mouthwash or certain toothpaste anymore, but it is what it is, you know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure I have a cavity here. So I will take my hair brushes off here. My little Q-tips in my jar. My millions of soap. And this, I have an actual bar of soap that my mom got me from the UP. It actually smells really good. She gives me all these handmade soaps. This one smells really good. It's like cherry and something else, but I swear once I wash my hands with this, my hands feel like so clean. Like they feel cleaner than using like a Dial antibacterial soap for sure. So I do like having these. I just need to get a soap, like whatever the fuck, I can't even think because I'm so like stressed and shit, but you know, a soap holder so I don't have to put it down here and get it jammed up, you know, kind of like my Dial soap. So those are like, yeah, the things I need to get soap dishes for. Hey, that's what's called a soap dish. Wow, aha, I'm smarter than I thought I was, guys. Anyway, and then last but not least, my 2 little face scrubbers. I use these to wash my face with. They're really cool. They'll scrub them and, you know, exfoliate them better. And then you can stick them onto a wall, in the shower, wherever. They're pretty sweet. So what's next? Next and last, my one friend made me this really cool 3D Trump head that is, why is my finger all the way over here? That is printed, so it's pretty neat. I got that. I leave him right here so I can always look at him. Okay, So, I always wear gloves because, duh, why would I not wear gloves when I'm touching disgusting bathroom shit? And not only that, but bleach is bad for your hands and my nails as well. My nails are already dry enough as it is. They peel, everything else. If I had money, I'd have them have acrylic nails on all the time, but I can't do that right now because I'm poor as hell and have no job. So, that being said, I shall start my bathroom routine of my wonderful Lysol bleach. This is actually an all-purpose cleaner bleach, but I don't care. I can use it in the kitchen and I can use it in here, so I'd rather do that than get a special bleach for the bathroom or the kitchen, because that just seems stupid to buy two different bleaches. So, like I said, this is the highlight of my day right now because Instacart apparently doesn't want to work today. It keeps coming up with these weird errors, and I did what they said to do. You know, I cleared my cache with stuff, and ouch, that hurt. Apparently it's not working, so who knows if I'll get an order. And I haven't been making money in the past few days from Instacart or ship shopping because for ship shopping, like, the orders were ridiculous. Like, they'd want me to drive like to my nearest Meyer, which is about 10 minutes from me, and then they wanted me to deliver the order in like Michigan, and then it would be like a 45-minute drive from Meyer to where that person lived, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. So I kind of like Instacarting a little bit more because Kroger is literally 30 seconds down the road from me, so I could pick up like really like small batches that are just like worth, you know, maybe I'll get $10 paid for them, but it's literally less than 10 items, and the person lives like 5 minutes away from that Kroger, and since I live 30 seconds away, it's not a big deal. It's really easier for me to do that. And then by the time I'm done delivering that person's order, usually there's another one I can go to right after as I'm passing back on the way home. So that seems to work out a little better. And there's more stores to use with Instacart than there is with ship shopping. But I have noticed that the people who tip with ship shopping tip more than with Instacart, that's for sure. I was actually, what was it? I don't know if it was last weekend, I went to go see my grandma's grave at the cemetery because it was her birthday, and I was in a different city close to me, it was 20 minutes away. Picked up a quick Instacart order from Target, and then it was like maybe 9 items total, and like the total for the order was like $110 for the woman, but she ended up tipping me $20. And so now I think I'm just like every Saturday I'm gonna go to where that location and just try to make as much money as I can in, like, you know, 2 to 3 hours doing stuff like that, depending on the tippage, because those people are a little more rich, so I feel like they would tip me better. And she also put me as one of her preferred shoppers. So yeah, she lives in a really nice neighborhood. I try to be a good shopper, you know, ask people things, and if there's nothing there, and I double check with the employees if something is out of stock, because sometimes you might just not be able to find it. So I always make sure I notify the person, the actual shopper who wants the item, and I always tell them that, hey, I'm sorry if your order was a little late, but I was indeed making sure, you know, that the item that you wanted that I couldn't find was indeed out of stock. So it usually works out a little better that way. They'll like tip you a little more because you're like going above and beyond and whatnot. But that's what I've been doing since I haven't been working since November. I did have a job interview last week for the BMV, but I just found out yesterday that I was not chosen. I was told I was a strong candidate among a bunch of other people that this lady interviewed, so she will keep my resume on file for 6 months in case another position opens up. But I knew I did a good job on the interview. I'm just a little upset that I didn't get the job, but it is what it is. I've been trying like mad to like get a job since I was, unemployed, and it's been ridiculous. Like, that was my first interview since being unemployed in November, and I even like followed up with certain, job positions that I would like the most. Because really, I don't want to work in another factory again, It's just not my cup of tea unless it pays really well and it's not like super hard work. Like my last job, it was a diaper factory. And that job, I got paid the best of any of my manufacturing jobs. And it was probably, I would say the easiest job, although like just the people there, like managers and stuff, they didn't like follow policies the right way. So it would be like favoritism towards certain employees, and if you like even try to ask questions or make the supervisor aware of something that was going on your line about someone else, it seemed like it just worked against you, and then they didn't like you for that. And I think that's really the reason why I ended up getting fired. I mean, it was from attendance, but like it never should have happened like that, because like they've taken away points from people who were late, but they didn't do it to me, and that was what the final straw for me. There was like a car accident on my way to work that day. I was supposed to be to work 20 minutes before my shift started, and as soon as I got in the highway, like it was at a dead stop within 5 minutes of me driving. And I called into work and let them know, and and as soon as I got to work, I was only 3 minutes late, and these guys don't even give you a 5-minute leeway. They're just like, oh, 1 minute late, you get a half point. Like, could you not even give me like a quarter point? Why would you give someone a half point for being 1 minute late? You can't give them a 5-minute leeway. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. And I immediately, when I clocked in, I went up to the HR office and talked to her about it, asked her and explained, like, hey, is there a way that you can like let this go, since I am a half point away from being terminated, because their point system was 7 points you got for the year and then you were terminated, which is really ridiculous. I've worked at other places way worse. They gave you a better attendance policy. But of course, she didn't like me, nobody liked me, so, there's nothing we can do, Erin, even though I knew that other people have had points taken away. So, yeah. And now, I was originally injured there from a repetition on a job, and they weren't like rotating me out. And as soon as I was let go, they didn't want to pay for my workers' comp medical bills anymore. And then I had to get a lawyer for that, and it's just like they're like nitpicking on me, making up lies about me and stuff. I just had a hearing last Friday, and my lawyer said, don't worry, they were just blowing smoke. They don't have a real case, so you're fine. Don't worry about it. And I'm glad I have a lawyer, and I think that's what really scared them. So, with that being said, guess I'll just continue to pluck away and apply for more jobs and see what'll happen, like I'm gonna try modeling again and whatnot and see if that helps out. And it sucks because I haven't paid a couple of my bills this month, and now I have late fees on top of that, and can't pay rent, can't pay this, can't pay that, and it's really bringing me down. But whatever. Alright, well, with that being said, I'm done cleaning my bathroom and talking about my life. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I know it won't get flagged and taken down, so ha 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 to anyone who tries to do it. Anyway, I hope you guys liked my video. If you want to see any sort of nude videos, go to my OnlyFans and there'll be more there. There's like maybe 2 to 3 right now because I lost all my content, so I'm like in the process of making new nude ones. So just give me another week and I'll have more up. But I love you guys. Okay, bye.